of American interests, not his self-interest. I'm proud to support Donald Trump, an extraordinary businessman, the right leader for a time such as this.
All right, that was former presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson earlier tonight, right there on the big stage. He joins us now on set. Dr. Carson, great job. Did you enjoy that up there?
It was fun, absolutely.
A little bit different than performing brain surgery, spine surgery on people, right?
Slightly.
You know, this election is moving in a direction. You called it a movement many times. But there are a few people that ran for president that were up on the stage with you, and you all asked the same question that I remember is, will you support the eventual nominee?
Right.
What do you think of those people that didn't keep their word?
I hope that they will come to the realization that your word is important, as was demonstrated in Melania's address and in Michelle's address years before that. And actually, if you go back and several other addresses before that, it's
people complain that there might have been similarities in the two speeches on like two lines in the speech. I don't think I've ever heard Melania Trump say, for the first time in my adult life, I'm proud of my country.
Well, you know, here's the interesting thing about that. They should be rejoicing in the fact that a Democrat and a Republican share the same values. This is what the big story should be, and they should be saying, maybe we're not as divided as we think we are, and maybe we can build on these relationships rather than making everything into a negative.
You've become very close with Mr. Trump. How often do you talk to him?
As needed.
Is that like a medical thing? Call me as needed if there's pain.
PRM.
Okay. Have you talked about a position if he wins the presidency within his cabinet?
I've made it clear that I really don't want to be in the government.
Okay, that's not the answer I wanted.
I know.
If he asked you to serve in a capacity that I know one thing you were passionate about during the debates was replacing Obamacare with health care savings accounts.
And I'm still passionate about that.
And if he gave you the opportunity to do that job for him, would you do it?
I would like to do it from outside or help advise in terms of how to get it done. I know the right people.
Will you leave open the door to maybe get involved and lead the way?
I will always listen to.
I'm so annoying, right?
I will also listen to the good Lord.
I sound like Chris Matthews for crying out loud. But I understand. So it's something you'd pray about.
I would definitely.
But don't you think, in many ways, I remember interviewing you when you got in, and for you, this was a contemplative, deliberative process whereby you felt compelled to run. But you really feel compelled to serve. And maybe it's not the capacity you originally wanted, but another door just opened for you. Well, I don't think it's by accident.
I feel that I have a responsibility to do everything I can to save this nation. And
so I'll take that as a yes.
There are a number of ways in which that can be achieved.
Let me call Donald Trump. Yeah, Ben Carson, Health and Human Services Secretary. He's in. Surgeon General, you're in. All right, there you go.
Right,
Dr. Carson, great job tonight. Good to see you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.